hopping on in just a minute, and we're going to talk about some ways that you can use stories to help grow your business. Yes. And we are the Boss Beauties, the founders of the Online Business Academy, Boss Beauty Academy, where we help women in business, solopreneurs and entrepreneurs, women network marketers. We help them to be visible, making an impact and income on social media and online. So there is Lisa. Let me get her on. Oh, Lisa doesn't. Oh, Lisa disappeared. I don't know. You disappeared, Lisa. Where'd you go? So, good morning, ladies. Hopping on. We're going to dig into 10 ways that you can use stories. Now, many of you may be in our stories challenge that we're having, and that is Lisa right there. There she is. Awesome. Okay. Many of you may be in our challenge, so this will be an extra little bonus for you all. Hello. Good
Hello.
morning. Good morning. Good morning. All right, so we are going to take a look at 10 ways you can use the stories for your business. How to grab
Happy,
viewers' attention. What?
no, I was going to say happy Monday. I'm so
Yeah.
excited. A new week. Yay.
Yes, it is a new week. It is, and we're super excited. And like I was just saying, we just started our challenge last night. So many of you who are doing the challenge, this will be an extra added bonus for you. And if you're not in the challenge, if you're not in the stories challenge, you need to get in there. It's not too late. Just drop a challenge in the comments and we'll get you in there. But here's a fact. Here is a fact. People remember stories 22 times more than they remember facts. And that's a fact, Jack. What? Right? So that's a fact. So we need to be able to incorporate storytelling into our stories, Facebook stories. By the way, let's just throw in a little something. If you all have been watching the news, we see that Facebook's stocks has actually gone up. They're going up. This is like despite
It's a big deal.
it is a big deal. It's a really big deal. So despite all of the negative things that have happened to them, they've experienced over the past couple of years, they are booming. Okay, so they're booming, and guess why? Let's guess why. There's a couple reasons,
Any
several reasons.
guesses?
One of the reasons are stories. Their viewership, their daily viewers. What is it? The daily. Oh gosh, there's daily user viewers. Yeah, daily viewer users.
That's
There
like
we
a tongue
go. Yeah.
twister. Say that 10 times fast.
It's gone up. It's gone way up. They are so if anybody's worried about Facebook, don't be worried right now. That's for dang sure. They're doing darn good. And of course they have their new Libra coin, their new money that they are bringing out, that they're so because they want you to be able to buy and sell right here from Facebook, right here. But anyway, stories it's one of the reasons why they are booming right now. So you got to be paying attention to stories. Stories are super important.
All right. So who is excited to get some ideas on how you can be using stories? Because we know the struggle is real, right? You're just like, I don't even know how to use them, what to post. And again, if you're not in our challenge, you're going to want to be there. Pop a challenge in the comments. We have our first story prompt idea for you to post into story. So we're helping you with this. So again, pop a challenge in the comments if you want to join us. We just started last night. First story prompt went up today. So you're going to want to be there. So let's dive in. So number one, ladies, are you taking your story viewers behind the scenes of what you got going on in your life and your business? People love to see the real raw stuff. So take them behind the scenes of your business. Are you doing a live video? Do you got something exciting? Are you planning an event? Are you building a website? Do you got something happening in your home? Are you creating a recipe in your kitchen? Like, take them behind the scenes of what you got going on, all right? Are you going to an event? You're going to a networking event. Some of our Boss Beauty Academy members are at an event this weekend, and there's some awesome stuff happening, and I've seen some really cool stories. So
lots of great stories, lots of great behind the scenes with them doing that. Yeah. And taking people behind the scenes of your business life is kind of cool, because a lot of people don't even know what you do. So, when they can see what it is that you're actually doing, a lot of people just think you're playing on the phone all day, right? All I do is see her posting stories. What does she do? Well, take them behind the scene and let them see.
Mm-hmm.
set up a tripod, and videotape yourself a little bit, but definitely bring them into your world. So the second way that you can actually use stories to help grow your business is share tips and tricks, right? People love getting those tips and tricks. It's really super important to be sharing those, sharing the solutions that you provide, right? So you got to be sharing those things, educating people. Educate and inform. Educate and inform. Educate and inform. So very important. Ladies, we want to invite you to invite other women to this broadcast, or you can get this broadcast to them, or even start a watch party. And if you do any of those, let us know so we can thank you. But there's a lot of great ideas here for a lot of ladies out there who are just struggling out there, not knowing. You have a lot of teams too, ladies. A lot of your teams are struggling, and there's nothing like women edifying and helping and supporting each other. So getting them information like this, whether you share through the video or you take the information and share it yourself, it's really super kind and of
Thoughtful.
service. Yes, it is. So yeah.
So what tips and tricks can you share with your audience today? There's got to be something you think it's not important, or everybody knows that. You might be surprised. The things that come easily to you that seem like just everyday stuff that people should know, you might be surprised. A lot of people don't know that. That was one of the biggest lessons I learned, is I felt like everybody knows this stuff. Like, who doesn't know this? Right? And you'll be surprised the wealth of knowledge you have, that you can pay it forward and add value and be somebody who helps other people, that pays it forwards, that really helps their story viewers, because this is what stories is all about, is adding value, building relationships. Sharing tips and tricks is a great way to do that. So hopefully y'all can come up with something to share today.
I have a little quick something. Whatever industry you're in, drop us one little quick tip, short little tip that you can, within your industry, that shows what you know. Drop us a little tip, just one little tip. Give us a little tip today.
What a great way to stand out as an expert when you can start, sharing your knowledge. So yeah, that's awesome.
Getting good at this is important. So the more that you do it, the more that you put yourself out there, the more visibility you're going to get. Remember, visibility is key. You need to get more eyeballs on you. You need to get more people who are, so you need to, if somebody's inviting you to drop some tips so other ladies can get to know you and see, like, oh, she seems like she knows what she's doing.
Yes. And we have a lot of action happening in the comments here. So you just never know who you might help or connect with. So I love it. So, all right.
The next one, you want to be share. Oh, wait. Yeah, go ahead.
No, you want to share stories. Yeah, it doesn't matter. We're all good, right? And that's our little juicy tip, is when you go live, be sure to have some bullet points or notes so you stay on task and you don't go off on the left trail and the right trail and have a squirrel moment. Have your notes so you know what you're talking about and you can stay on task. So that's our little tip. So number 3, you want to share a good story. How many of you love to hear a story? Like when your girlfriend calls you up and she's like, oh my God, you'll never guess what happened. Like, I have a story to tell you. And you're like, oh, please tell me. Or isn't that the worst, when she goes, oh, but I can't tell you right now. And you're like, don't leave me hanging, right? Share a good story. Stuff happens all the time, every day. And, things that you don't think are exciting, people love to hear that stuff. Get a journal, jot down all the things that happen in the day, little stories, and save them. So when you're feeling low in inspiration, you have a story journal, things that happen, things you can intertwine into your live videos and share stories. But inside of your story, share a story.
That was a really great little tip. And I love all the tips that we're seeing from you ladies. That's awesome. I can't wait to go back and read them all. So, that was a great tip, though, jotting down your stories throughout the day, because you want to be able to find little stories that you can intertwine and, because people connect. There's something about stories that we have a storehouse of memory up here. And when we can connect to somebody with a story in some fashion, it triggers a memory, which also triggers an emotion, which also triggers a connection. So it's really a super great way to build those relationships and build those connections. So become a storyteller, right? All right. So number 4 is blend in your promotions and offers here and there. Blend them in. It's okay to ask for the sale when you've been delivering tons of value, but and stories are a great way, for you to be ask, especially if you have time sensitive type of offers. Stories are a great way because they're that 24-hour period. But here's the one thing you got to be really careful that you just don't become a walking billboard, that everything is spam, 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 spam. If you do that, if you're always asking for the sale, you're not, what are you going to attract back? You're not going to attract anything back because you're always asking, you're not giving. And remember the law of reciprocity, we talk about all the time. It's a give and take in the world of sales and marketing, and in our world in general. It's all about give and take. So if you want to grow, you've got to be giving. But it is okay, and it's good for you to ask when it's time. So you can blend your promotions in. Yes.
Yes, no, like maybe you have a promotion coming up that you know of, maybe it's happening on Friday, and maybe you are in makeup or essential oils or whatever you're in, and this promotion is coming up on Friday, and you spend, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and you start adding value for this thing. You want people's mouth watering, like, oh my God, I want that. This new mascara that makes my eyelashes touch my eyebrows. And you're showing them how to put it on and how beautiful it looks and why this mascara is the best thing ever. And then all of a sudden you have a promotion, right? You can start to build up towards your promotion. You can create curiosity as well. That is a great way to share a promotion or something exciting coming up. So you can get very creative with this.
And yes, so true, so true. And hello, all the ladies hopping on. Hello, Nancy, Rosanna. Rosanna, I love that comment, by the way. I think you're right about the likes and comments. Bethany, hello, Veronica, lots of people. Tamara, Jacqueline, Dorothy. Hello and welcome. Good morning, ladies. Good morning, Mary Beth. Good morning. So let's go on to the next one. And please, we ask you once again to get this information out to ladies who are struggling out there. They need help. We all want to grow. We all want our businesses to grow. So let's help one another.
All right, ladies. So show your lifestyle. Don't be shy.
Yeah,
right?
Don't be shy.
And a lot of you are in, like, I'll give an example. You're in health and wellness, okay? You want people to buy your health and wellness products. Be a product of the product. Take them into your life, right? Show your lifestyle. You can't sell something if you aren't a product of the product. You shall sell shakes, you do health and wellness. Show people how you get up at 5 a.m. and do a little workout, or what you're putting in your shake and how it's part of your life, or how you're helping your kids eat healthy, and take them into your life, because this is all about your lifestyle as well.
Yes, so very true. So very true. People want to see that. And I know a lot of you say, well, my life is boring. Well, you know what? It's not. It's boring because you think it's boring. Start looking at your life as exciting and fun and full of just all things good. It's perspective. Your life is going to be what you think it is. So if you're thinking it's boring, well, then you know what? It is. But if you want to start changing your perspective and thinking that your life is something awesome that you're so grateful for, that you have things to share with others, you have gifts to give. If you just change your perspective, perception, I'm telling you, ladies, perception is everything here. Change your perspective, okay? I know that you have things in your life that are awesome. Those, share them with the world. So this next one, number 6 here, is real talk. Lisa and I like to do this every once in a while. Come on, have some real talk.
Give it to them straight, ladies.
Give it to them straight. Don't be afraid to get real with your audience. Don't be afraid to tell them some truth sometime. Talk some truth. It is a lot of times that's when we can really get that little, oh, wow, ooh, ow, she's talking to me. I need to hear that. So
you don't want to be vanilla and blend in with everybody else. So don't be afraid to share your real, true thoughts and feelings and perspective, especially when you can help your audience and maybe you see them struggling and making mistakes and you're just going to give it to them straight. And, who can't use a little bit of real talk, right? So give it a try. What can you give it? Like, how can you give it to your audience straight? Think about it. There's got to be something.
Yep. Good one. Good one.
All right. So ladies, the bottom line with stories is you got to find a way to provide value,
Oh,
right?
yes. This is a
Everything
good one.
inside of stories is we want to be adding value to our story viewers' lives in some way, whether we're entertaining them, we're educating them, or we're inspiring them. And even better if you can incorporate one or two or all three of these into your stories. But we want to be adding value to that person. All right. So think about when you do your stories, how you can provide value, and don't overthink it, because we hear this all the time. Well, I don't know if this is valuable. Share it out, right? If it's educational, if you think it is, if you got something that can inspire somebody, you read something amazing and you just want to share it out, do it, right? You just never know whose life you're going to impact. But when your intention is right and your intention is to serve and to help people and add that value, you can never go wrong. So don't overthink it. Just start sharing it. And you just might be surprised how you connect and impact your audience.
Yeah. And think this, ladies. Think, how can I leave somebody better off today from their encounter with me than they were before they encountered me. So before they see my story, how can I leave them better off? What can I offer them that can help them to, you know, empower them in some way? What I could give them to help them to feel inspired in some way, informed in some way. So be thinking about that. That's a really great barometer, is how can I leave someone better off today? So number 8, you want to be creating customer awareness. Okay, so customer awareness, this is really important. A lot of us, and I'm not going to get into the depths of this except to say this, there's a lot of people out there that have no idea who you are, what you're doing. Even if they're a friend of yours, they have no idea what you have, what solutions you provide, and they may not even realize that they have problems that you can provide solutions for. So it's your job to be educating them on these things, educating them on, creating that awareness of what it is that you have to offer, what the problems are. So a lot of times we talk about solutions, tips, and all that value and stuff. Those are great, awesome value. Yes, you need to be doing that. That's so important in the sales process and in the marketing process. But you also need to be talking about the problems, because a lot of people may not realize they have the problems.
Mm-hmm.
So that is a really important thing to incorporate as well. That really helps you with that customer awareness, because a lot of people out there are, they may be just at that very beginning stage.